Good morning, teacher. We are group 3 and I'm timing sheet. My group member is Wong Xiao Ai, Xin, and Bunyo. First of all, let's see what is metaphysics. Metaphysics is a division of philosophy that is concerned with the fundamental nature of reality and being, and that included ontology, cosmology, and often as epistemology. Let's see how disbelief in God by emphasizing and idealizing healthies and consumerists and materialists. The relationship between religion, faith, and the idea of hedonists, consumerism, and materialists is very unbalanced. Different aims and ideologies bring different concepts and lead to different outcomes. Social media develop more and more message and influence people to lose their critical thinking about the world. And let's see ideology of postmodernists. First, anti-vaccine argument. In the light of COVID-19 pandemic, anti-vaccine sentiment have been on the rise with a recent seminal study on the development of anti-vaccine view in social media, even making its way into natural communication. Okay, now, question and doubting. Anti-vaccine belief is the vaccine has been improved and used in humans in a big way is too short a period, and there's some safety issues may have been overlooked. They fear that the vaccine development process may have sacrifices adequate safety evaluation. Decolonization, anthropocentrism and egotism. The relationship between two motivate underlying environment attitude was examined. Ecocentric valuing nature for its own sake and anthropocentric valuing nature because of material or physical benefit and it can provide for human. This unequal relationship between human beings and nature inevitably strengthen the unequal relationship between human beings leading to different conflict in Malaysia. Like we have different culture in Malaysia. That Christianity promote freedom of religion and the right of every individual to choose his or her faith. So means that everyone have the freedom to choose, oh, I want to be Christian, I want to be Islam. Yeah. This freedom of belief protect forced conversion in a globalized environment.
I will talk about how information and communications technology play an important role in spreading ideas about Hinduism, consumerism, and materialism. Platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube have created a culture of influencers who often boast of lavish lifestyles, extravagant purchases, and exciting experiences. Platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and other streaming services offer a wealth of content and also feature television shows and movies often showing people living in luxurious homes, wearing designer clothes, and they engage in extravagant activities. The advent of information and communications technology has amplified the influence of mass media in promoting Hinduism, consumerism, and materialism. Next, I'll talk about challenges faced and cause of rejection by anti-vaxxers in Malaysia. Anti-vaxxers are particularly concerned by the speed of vaccines being developed that may cause potential side effects or long-term health risks. Some even distrust pharmaceutical companies and government health agencies. They believe that the human body should not be intentionally exposed to foreign substances or that health decisions should be left to a higher power. Next, I will talk about Eurocentrism and rationalism in Malaysia. Eurocentrism refers to a worldview that places Western civilization at the center of cultural, economic, political, and historical significance. Rationalism is a philosophical stance that emphasizes the role of reason and logic analysis as the primary source of knowledge and justification. The long-term effects of colonization, influenced by a European perspective, have worsened existing social inequalities in Malaysia. Lastly, I'll talk about the human concept of Hindu in Malaysia. Hinduism encompasses a wide range of beliefs and practices that have evolved over thousands of years, such as dharma, virtuous duty, ahimsa, non-violence, and cyclical concept of time, nurturing continuity. Hindu teachings provide a philosophical framework of cultural change that advocates violent resistance to enable Malaysians to engage in peaceful dialogue to protect their cultural identity.
Mass media also plays an important role in promoting immoral ideas or information. Due to cultural globalization, internet has become widespread and is accessible to most people in society. This causes people from all over the world to be able to easily share harmful ideas and misinformation. If immoral ideas or information are not regulated, it can aggravate social issues and cause serious consequences. Eventually, when the public is exposed to immoral ideas for an extended time, their minds will be corrupted into believing them. This will result in moral decline, which will disrupt the harmony of the daily lives of people in our society. A common reason anti-vaxxers refuse to receive vaccines is because they think when a disease has been eradicated, it is unnecessary to continue the use of vaccines that counter that specific disease. This perception shows that anti-vaxxers may be a population of people who have a weak grasp on logic. Anti-vaxxers may reject vaccines because they might lack scientific education and are a population of people who are susceptible to believe in conspiracy theories and other various unscientifically backed information that can be harmful to them. According to K. Geretz, liberalism is a political philosophy or ideology that proposes protecting and enhancing the freedom of the individual to be the central problem of politics. Liberalism typically promotes ideas like freedom of speech and freedom of the press, which can improve the welfare of individual quality of life, but they can be in conflict with Malaysia's laws when the ideas are taken to the extreme. Radical aspects of liberalism is opposed to the traditions and culture of Malaysians towards their leaders and promotes rebellion and disrespect of the society. As a result, the ideology of liberalism can uproot the political stability and peace of the society if it is not localized to be respectful towards Malaysia's traditional laws. In the Buddhism belief system, humans are believed to exist in a cycle of reincarnation to live a life full of misery and suffering. In order to escape from repeating a life of suffering, Buddhism teachings encourage believers to follow the guiding principles of Buddhism to achieve enlightenment, such as the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path.
I'm going to talk about advertisements. Besides that, adverts are powerful tools in the world of marketing and communication. These short, often visually striking and creatively designed messages serve as bridges between products or services and their potential consumers. Effective ads can attract customers, leading to increased revenue and profit. The purpose of advertisement is to connect businesses, organizations, or individuals with their target audience and creating awareness, building brand identity, ultimately driving sales or achieving specific goals. So next thing I want to talk about superiority of science. Superiority is a belief that your abilities and achievements are significantly somehow better than other people's. Superiority can be achieved by education, experience, and skills. In my opinion, in the modern world, many young people, especially the young generation, are super talented and educated and can be key to success in becoming more modern in the future. For example, there are many ways to become superior in the world. So, next thing I want to talk about is decolonization. Um, Consists of secularism. So, secularism refers to separation of religious concepts from state and political reforms, and it emphasized the importance of maintaining a natural and unbiased approach to religious matters in public affairs. So next thing is respecting the values of secularism, religious freedom, and religiosity. Behind this, it was implemented to ensure that the structure of religion in political, economic, and social reforms of people or their religious concept cannot be used in a dangerous way. So the last thing is human concept. So human concept consists of four religions, which are Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, Hindu. So I'm going to talk about Islam. Islam is a very powerful religion founded in the 7th century by the Prophet Muhammad. The followers of Islam are called Muslims, and they believe in teachings of Quran, which is considered the holy book of Islam. So that's all I want to talk about.